She wasn't the one, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't real. And just because it didn't last doesn't mean that it didn't matter. I think this is really important to remember. A lot of people, and maybe you watching if you've clicked on this video, will have gone through temporary relationships and situationships with people, and you may still be holding on to them. In today's world, we're fed the truth of the one. We're led to believe and think that every relationship has to be the relationship, or the one as people call it. On face value, it's romantic to think this way, and I think it's really important that you don't go into relationships knowing that this isn't the one either. But that's a topic for a whole nother video. The point being here is that not every relationship will end up being the one, but there's no harm in that. And here's why. I believe that many people come into our lives to teach us, not necessarily to stay. These short-term relationships we have with people, they all leave us with a new lesson learned or a new experience witnessed. These situationships we often find ourselves in help build our characters in preparation for the one. If you're still feeling attached, it's okay, because it's important to know that just because it was short-lived doesn't make it any less important for the reasons we've just gone over. Laying it out like this and thinking this way helps get over that too. It helps you mentally move on and make room for new love. In my own experience, I've had long-term relationships and situationships where I thought it was going to be the one, but they just weren't. I had a hard time letting go of these and would find myself really hung up on them. But when I met my girlfriend, who I've been with now for a long time, it's really helped put all those other ones into perspective. I realised that they were all lessons teaching me how to properly go about the real relationship, the one that will last forever. I think the pain of almosts is where and why we can get so hung up on these short-term relationships. The hardest part is when there's no closure like in a normal breakup. Usually it's just a cold-hearted end with one person ghosting the other. These situationships we find ourselves in can be so confusing too. There's no label to it, but there's real emotions present and at stake. You weren't official, but you still think about it, and it's okay to feel like that. It's totally normal to grieve what could have been, and not just what was. In fact, allowing yourself to delve into that can help you navigate your way through that loss of a nearly relationship. It helps put things into perspective, and for me it definitely alleviated the what ifs in my head. We like to hold on to these feelings, nostalgia, regret, the unsolved feelings, replaying old conversations or moments that just keep us stuck in that mental position, and these things can really bog us down. But moving on doesn't mean we have to forget these things, as long as we can move on by accepting the role they played in our story. From each experience of my own, these nearly ones helped me to narrow down what I really wanted from a serious relationship and what I wouldn't settle for. They helped prepare me and gave me the experience in dealing with the tougher parts of relationships, such as falling out. I learned from my mistakes in all the previous ones to help me today in my true relationship. And I tried to think in my head, not negatively, of the nearly ones, as they did help me grow into who I am today, and each one helped me to become a better version of myself. I think it's really important to realize not every story needs a villain in it. Sometimes people just aren't good together and things don't work out. If you're watching this feeling stuck in a nearly one, just know it meant something even if it didn't last. Move forward learning from it, not with resentment. And remember that closure doesn't always come from the other person. It can come from the decisions you make too. If you guys did enjoy this video, please let me know by hitting that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on more of my content. With that being said guys, it's been Jxey. If you made it this far, you're a legend. Stay awesome.